Okay, for our sculptures today, you guys are going to learn 5 basic types of 3D lines, or how to make 5 different paper 3D lines. The first way is probably the simplest way, and that is simply to create an arch with your line. So for an arch, I'm going to take both ends of my line, and I'm going to bend the paper so that I'm creating basically a foot. So think of it as little feet that help that archway stand up. And once we're ready to glue it on our paper, I can simply take my glue, add a dot, and remember it is dot dot, not a lot, to the bottom of my feet. And just like anything 3D, I'm going to want to press down for a few seconds to make sure that it stays on the paper. So on your Getting to Know Me handouts, one of the options that is listed several times is simply make an arch. Like here. If you have a brother, it's a green arch. Okay, so the arch is the simplest way. One of the other things that it's going to ask you to do on your handout is to make a zigzag line. To do that, I am simply going to fold the paper, and I can fold it in further apart folds to make bigger zigzags, or I can make little tiny folds and get kind of a faster zigzag. It is 100% up to you what kind of zigzag lines you would like for today. As with your arch, it is just a dot of glue. Remember, dot dot, not a lot, at the bottom. And since it is your sculpture, you decide where that's going to go on your paper, what you want that to look like. But remember, it is a sculpture, which means you can't just glue it down flat. There we go. Another type of line that you're going to notice from your worksheet is a spiral line. To make a spiral, the easiest thing I can think to do, and probably the best spiral, is going to be to take that paper and just twirl it around your pencil. Roll it around your pencil, hold it for a second, ta-da! And perfect little spiral. Just like before, I would create tiny feet and glue it down onto my paper where I would like that to go. Now, the last 2 types of sculptural lines are going to be the fringe and the tab lines. Now, for a fringe, it is simply cutting small straight lines along one side of your paper. And remember, that is the lined paper you have, your strips. And right now, this is not 3-dimensional, but just like if you were trying to create a paper grass element, if I bend it slightly, ta-da, I now have a fringe that I can twist and turn and apply to my paper any way that I would like. And last but not least, we have what is called tabs. It may ask you to make a tabbed paper. To do this, you're going to make 2 straight cuts next to each other and fold the paper up like so. And then I usually turn the paper to the other side. Same thing, 2 straight cuts near each other. Fold it up and continue that on down your paper. So it ends up looking something like this when it's finished. Okay. Now, that's it. Now that you know the different types of lines to use, enjoy putting together your Get to Know You sculptures.